All right, today is a beautiful day here in Central Florida. It's like 1 p.m. in the afternoon. And, I want to come out here to make a specific video about some hot peppers. I know some of you probably believe I just grow all of this, but I grow leafy greens and, everything. I grow everything here. So I'm going to show you some Scotch bonnet hot peppers that I started the seeds maybe about 2 months ago. And to my surprise, it actually, like the seeds grew pretty fast. I wasn't expecting them to be the size they are right now. So they're like some nice looking plants. Look at the callaloo right here. It bent over. Look at the size of this guy. This is a volunteer callaloo. Volunteer callaloo is just all over the garden. All over the food forest. I need to come harvest this before the bugs. This is just growing totally on neglect right now. And if you could see, look at it, guys. Beautiful. Look at the height of it. It's about maybe 3 feet in height. Look at it. Look at the size of the stalk. Beautiful. Callaloos with amaranth. Edible. A lot of iron. One of those, staple leafy greens you'll find in the Caribbean. So that's looking good. But look at this, bend right over. Probably too tall, and also the heat of the day. It's probably gonna pop right. Let me show you more. Look, got more amaranth there. Got seeds here to see. These are all volunteer. That's came right up in the garden. Let me show you some more. There's more here. Let's walk over here. Oh, we got seeds here. And they're gonna probably reseed themselves again. Look, we have more here. Nice big plant here. But the leaves are drooping right now because it's midday. Let me show you some more before we go look at the peppers. All right, let's see. Let's walk through here. Midday. Sun. Look at this. This is a gourd. I planted here, but it looks bad like this right now because of the midday sun. And look, we have more callaloo. Look at this. It's another big callaloo here that's growing here. And I have another gourd here growing. Everything is droopy right now because of that midday sun. That's how serious Florida sun is. All right, let's walk over to the peppers. Let's go find the peppers. We have the peppers here, but before that, let me just show you something else. Look at these. These are volunteer callaloo. This group. All right. These my containers are, like turmeric, ginger. But look, right here. This is a callaloo plant here. Some bugs probably start getting in, but no problem with that. But look at it. Right here, it's just growing all by itself on the side of the walking path. That's just how it is with amaranth. Yep. And we have some more here. I should definitely come harvest these. And a lot going to seed right here. All right, let's go to the callaloo. I know at this time is not the typical time I want to come make a video because of the weather conditions. Right now it's pretty hot, so the plants are like droopy and don't look as vigorous and healthy as they should. Look right here, guys. There's a ginseng popping up here. All kind of stuff that's growing in all different areas of the food forest and garden. All right, so I planted a couple Scotch bonnets in these containers. Let me show you. Got one plant here, one is here, one here. We got 2 plants here, and we got another plant here, and we got another plant here. But let me tell you, all these seeds was in this one container. So, I started them here, and then we transplant them to the bigger containers. But they're all doing well. I can't believe these are actually 2 months, and they're doing this amazing already. And we haven't gotten the rainy season yet. So, Scotch bonnet have that typical looking leaves. But look, they start pushing. This stuff start pushing already. There's 2 plants in this container. There's one here, there's one here, and they're looking healthy. That's the beauty about them. Let's show you some more on this side. This one here was getting beat up because we have heavy winds sometime during the daytime, and it was getting pushed over, but it's looking pretty good, healthy. And even, look, so we're definitely gonna have some Scots bonnet. The beauty about this is in 2 months, these plants put on so much growth. You know, I thought I was, you know, like planting them a little bit late, but, you know, because normally I would plant these like Scots bonnet, tomatoes, you know, we plant them like maybe January or something like this. This was extremely late. I'm doing this. So it's like you can't believe these stuff was planted in April. That's very late. And to see what we're actually getting already. So, you know, I remember, I mean, if I planted them early in the year, they would be a lot bigger. And if you see my previous videos that I did with Scots bonnet, where we got a lot of beautiful healthy peppers. So that's what we're hoping for this year. But the plants are looking healthy and looking good. And I just wanted to bring you guys along before they start, you know, fruiting and all that stuff. Yep. So these are my Scots bonnet. You know, Scots bonnet is a pepper that we use in the Caribbean. It's extremely flavorful. It's hot, but it's not a hot that just without flavor. It's something, it's hot, but it's very flavorful. Yep. Yeah, so let me show you how much plants we have here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 2 in this container. So I'm gonna put some extra rabbit manure that these plants get well fed. You know, that's 4 plants, 5, 6, 7. So we got 7 Scots bonnet going on here. Yep, and you know, quick update, let you guys see what's going on. And then, you know, probably another month, when we have some nice, healthy looking fruits, we're gonna actually show you what we got. All right, so thank you guys so much for this, spending this few minutes with me and checking out my garden. You know, I share my garden to actually motivate you guys, you know, and motivate myself as well to grow. All right, so get outside, start growing something, anything. No matter how small your space is, you could use any container you could grow in. Remember that. You could grow in anything you have. Get some dirt, drop in any container you have, and just plant something. You know, if you're a new gardener, just start somewhere. Once you start, go with the flow. You're gonna have some disappointments, but just stick with it. You're gonna have success. All right, so thank you guys so much for watching. All be blessed with peace of happiness and kindness. One love. See you guys in the next video.